All right. So after my disco nap, I don't woke up to this live, you know. Now my thing is, so they're saying statistics show Black American women are the most undesirable. So I put down in the comments like, who took the survey. You see what I'm saying? And I guess I'm thinking like what I want the breakdown on the survey participants, kind of like when you're looking at Family Feud, and some of those answers, it prompts you to say who took this survey. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, when I put that in the comments, they kind of locked in on my comment, so I felt that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, let me get my paper up so I can join these lives. All right, but anyway, the guy was like, y'all acting like y'all haven't heard this. Like, I don't know how old people are or how long people been around or whatever, but, y'all haven't heard this. So, my comment, this is not my experience. I've been told by white men most of my life, that Black women are the most beautiful. Now, everybody ain't gonna like the sound of that, but this is what I've been told. But by duty, they must, stay within their race. Like MGK, for example, like think of white guys who have kids with Black women, they automatically call their children Black. You see what I'm saying? So, they know that by societal standards, I'm not making this up, I'm just reporting on what I know, but they know by societal standards that their child will still be considered Black, even though he's a white man, so there's a duty over there. There's a reason why, light skin is more common now, but once upon a time, light skin was indicative of, the man in the field ain't your daddy. You see, they couldn't keep their hands off us. Then they were talking about bonnets and all that, and I heard guys on the panel like, who told y'all to put on, nobody tell y'all to put on bonnets or whatever, and some lady was like, yeah, because, our natural hair was so beautiful, they told us to cover it up, and the guy was like, who told you to cover it up? So I typed in, the master's wife told us to cover it up. See, this is like the part of the history that's getting lost, grandmas are 36 now, so, I was a young mom too, so I definitely can't throw a stone, you know what I'm saying? But, these are things that, I heard the elders talking about coming along, and then you can look in any his story book and see what complexion most of the slaves were. So, to end up with a Mariah Carey type, offspring, 9 times out of 10 didn't come from that man in the field. It came from the man who ran the house. But, I'll say again, I've always been told, like, I've never had a problem getting white men at all. Like, a matter of fact, whenever we travel, my mom, she finally noticed a pattern, like, every time, like, we go into a restaurant, like, every time we go to a truck stop, a rest stop, you know what I'm saying, an exit ramp in another city, town, wherever we stop, there's a white man vying for my attention, in pursuit. And we often end up walking and talking until we get to the door. You see what I'm saying? This is no, it's not a matter of just a, white man either, but in America, they're the majority. So, I'm just saying, and they're also, the head leadership, but anyway, so like when I see stuff like this now, I feel like it need to be broken down into like, maybe attitude or something, and I also was saying that, like they were talking about weave at one point, but here's the thing, women in general of all cultures and society, we adopt from one another things that we see that men gravitate toward. You can say all day long, I like, natural hair. But if you with a natural haired chick and then you can't stop breaking your neck at the chicken all the weave, you know what I'm saying? If you know the same thing, like you had a group of women. Like one point, bosoms were in style. That's why Wendy Williams had. They. Sorry, Wendy, I ain't trying to throw you under the bus, but they said she was shaped like the letter P because her knockers were humongous, but she was flat everywhere else, but her knockers, and that was a thing for a time because it was, I guess you could say the trend of the desires of men, the trend of the desires of men. That's what I'll say. I'm formulating these thoughts as I talk, so forgive me for stumbling sometimes. But anyway, and then like somewhere like in the mid 90s, the boobs started falling out, and Baby Got Back. I think Baby Got Back. It was coming, but Baby Got Back, I think, blew it up, accelerated it, like put it in, Anyway, so that's when other races started getting, that extra, because I think that was one thing that all the races would say, a society. I don't know what to say. Fortunately, like I say, freedom of speech is gone, But anyway, the whole point is like black women at one point, our derriere is like, our physicality was always praised, and they were like, well, how does it feel to be only known for the bedroom? That's how they take you down a notch, But anyway, the derriere became the preferred area. And then that's where all those BBLs rose. You ain't hear about no whole bunch of BBLs in the 70s or nothing. I ain't saying there weren't any, but you ain't really hear about it. All right.